Patrick McNeil back here with you at the intermission as it's time now for part 2 of our 10 questions with Eagles for Jude Campbell. Jude, what is your favorite pregame meal?
Probably rosé pasta with chicken.
Pasta, I think, a common answer, kind of a staple of the hockey world.
Yeah.
What's Jude's favorite color?
White. I know people say it's not a color, but I define it as a color.
Interesting. And I'm glad you answered that because it is a different answer. You're the first person to say that. And I'll ask you this as a follow-up. Do you like white hockey jerseys better than colored ones?
100%.
Interesting. Me too. Not all the time, but it's hard to find other people that agree. So I like that.
Unless it's a Leafs jersey.
You just don't like either one of them?
No.
Fair enough. He's a Habs fan. He's got to stay loyal. Your favorite sport other than hockey?
I like to play baseball with the boys. I played it growing up, but then I kind of had to choose whether I wanted to do baseball or hockey, and I picked hockey, but I still play with some of my friends.
Something fun to do in the summer. Maybe you've done this at some point in your life. If you had to dye your hair a non-natural color, what would that color be?
I dyed it red one year.
Okay.
For my minor hockey team's colors were red, and I dyed it red, but I would never do it again. I regretted it a lot. Don't
like how the pictures came out from that time period?
No.
Did you just want to do that to show your support for the team, or was that everybody did it for the playoffs type thing?
Well, that was just me having a good time.
Oh, well, it's all for a good story. When you practice with the Eagles or practice with Rimouski before, when you come home from practice, what's the first thing you do?
Usually get a big glass of water. I don't usually eat much after practice, maybe a little snack or something, but usually just a glass of water and then watch some Netflix.
Good way to wind down. If you are forced to do one of these two things, which would you prefer? Do laundry or do dishes?
Dishes.
I like to ask all the guys this as well. What is something you like or do that people would not expect from a hockey player? Either an interest you have that's a bit different or just something you regularly do.
I'm very interested in horse racing. Okay. I know it's not very popular in the Maritimes, but other parts of Canada it is. But my uncle is really big into that. That's where I work in the summer. And if I didn't play hockey, that's what I'd probably pursue in life.
Do you work at the track that's behind the Eastlink Center in PEI?
That's where they race. I work at his farm.
You have to talk to Nick McNeil about horse racing. He's a big horse racing guy as well. But you're right, it's not super common.
Oh, yeah.
What's your earliest memory of watching hockey? Could be in person or on TV.
I think my earliest memory would be watching my godfather, Chris McDonald, play for the PEI Rocket. I remember watching him fight, and I was pretty sad, I think, from what I heard.
Interesting connection, though. You get traded to the Eagles from Rimouski. Who's the first player on Cape Breton to message you welcoming you to Cape Breton?
I think it was Squires, actually. I texted her right away.
Another PEI guy. You guys would have played minor hockey together at some point, I'm guessing?
No, we actually played against each other. Oh, yeah, we played ACC together for Team PEI, but that was pretty much it. I played against him my whole life, and I always hated playing against him just how good he was.
Understandably so. This is the last one for part 2. If you could pick any number to wear with the Eagles, what number would you like to wear?
I would like to wear number 43 because Tom Wilson is my favorite player, but I picked 23 because it was one of the only ones available, so I'm happy with that.
Make it work. Make it your own. Thanks for letting us get to know you, Jude. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That's Jude Campbell, Eagles 4, joining us for 10 questions. You're listening to the intermission of Cape Breton Credit Union Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.